Hi YouTube, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel, Charisma's Healing Journey. And if you're new, like, comment, subscribe. If you have followed me on this journey since day one, thank you so much for the support, and it's really appreciated. As a domestic violence survivor, I want to bring validation to those who are experiencing this and to understand and know that help is out there. So let's get into it. My last video, I was really pissed. I was really just discouraged because just the whole process of having to file charges against my abuser for the sexual assault, and then because he sexually assaulted me, and then to have that pending, and then for the no charges, the prosecutor refusing to press charges, and him harassing me because I even attempted and had the audacity to to file the charges in the first place, to having to be like, you know what, let's just do the restraining order, because I'm not going to die. I'm going to get off of this altar of abuse of domestic violence any way that I can. So, if that means taking steps and measures to keep myself safe, that's what I'm going to do. So, long story short, it's just been a lot. Just trying to get untangled with this man. And I'm not going to say that I was just in a very vulnerable place when I met him. So fast forward, it just honestly, he was abusive from day one, just very critical. I honestly feel like he's a narcissist, just very critical, was very judgmental of my marriage, which I think stemmed from jealousy of my husband having been able to bag me or whatever to begin with. And just wanting me to one up, because really dudes just like to one up other dudes. So it's like, oh, I got her. So once he got me, the abuse just escalated, verbal, just all the way to physical, all the way up to him threatening my life, threatening to, saying I deserve to die, kill yourself, all types of bees. It just got worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, man, what did I do? Like, I've been trying to show you love. Like, why are you doing me like this? And I don't want this. I don't want to continue in this path with you. But when I'm telling him, just let me go, I don't want to be with you no more, I don't want to do this with you no more, that's honestly what triggered the sexual assault. Because that very day I told him, look, I'm tired of you abusing me. I don't want this no more. So he amped it up and used physical force to keep me scared, and in fear. And it worked. It worked. But it came a point where either I can live in fear and let this dude just basically view me as his property, and because he had told me multiple times, you belong to me, you're mine, I own you from the tip of your head to the tips of your toes, you're mine, just crazy, like nuts. So at first I didn't know what to make of a comment like that. I didn't like it, but I didn't know what to make of it. But eventually you kind of get scared. Like, because if I belong to you, then that means I'm not free to do what I please, which was the gist of the whole relationship. Him just wanting to control my every movement, what I thought, what I said, telling me, call me daddy, you need to call me daddy, I'm your daddy. And honestly, just all types of stuff. And I honestly felt like he was low-key wanting to sex traffic me, because when we first met, he was like, oh, we need to start our OnlyFans. And I'm like, what? And I'm like thinking, and I should have left then. You know, I don't know. I just, honestly, when you don't know nothing about boundaries, when you don't know how to stand up for yourself. These are skills that you're taught as a child, and these are skills that I was never taught. So it's like, yeah, I don't like it, but I don't know what to do about it. So, and it's easy for somebody with weak boundaries. If you have weak boundaries, it's going to be easy for an abuser to come in, because that's what they're looking for, because they're looking to run all over your boundaries. So, but that's one thing I was not going to do. You're not going to make me, I'm not doing no OnlyFans. I'm not, doing that. I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm a Christian lady. Even though I'm feeding, indulging my flesh by even having premarital sex with you, with him, it's like, no, there's certain things that regardless, I'm just not doing. Cause I even in my state, like I love myself too much to put myself in that type of harm's way. I'm not doing that. Period. So let's fast forward to the court date that was Monday. Um I mean, he just even during the court hearing, like looking at me, just brushing past me, touching me while I'm trying to sign in, and just trying to intimidate, still trying to intimidate. But I have my legal, not legal, but an advocate from a local domestic violence organization who had helped me file the restraining order, and she's with me. And when it's our turn, we're like one of the first cases, so that the judge calls. So she's sitting to where I don't have to see him. Like, she's blocking my vision of him. And I just tell the judge, I'm like, look, I'm scared of this man. Like, he has all types of guns, which he does, machine guns, choppers. I mean, just, you know, he even has a thing where you can turn a semi-automatic gun into an automatic gun. And those are, illegal, but he has one, bulletproof vests, bombs, just all types of stuff. So I told the judge, I'm scared of him. He was very angry, very mad at me for trying to press charges the first time. Came over like as soon as he knew that no charges would be filed, he came over harassing me, popped up. He's known to pop up. I'm thinking about even just made me have sex with him that day, like the day the charges got dropped. And I was like, man, I'm gonna just give him what he wants so he don't hurt me. Like, I don't want to live like that. Like, this man, you have to understand, this man is thriving off of my fear of him. He knows I'm afraid, and that's what he's banking on, keeping me in this bondage that this relationship has become. He's banking on my fear so that I'll stay, because he wants me to stay and accept his abuse. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I've been bound to this altar of abuse long enough. And one of our last conversations, I told him, I am scared, but if you're going to kill me, do what you have to do, because I'd rather die trying to get free from the likes of you than to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you anymore. I don't want you anymore. Let me go. Leave me alone. And him really just refusing, not want to do that. I mean, fast forward to the court date. I told the judge, what I'm telling you, and it's his turn to talk, and he's talking about how he's done the world for me, and how he was always there for me, and he satisfies me completely. Like, he was really going there, like talking about how he satisfies me sexually, and how it's always been consensual, and um just trying to charm the judge. And the judge looked at him over her glasses like, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but that's not working over here. It's not gonna work. And I can't even tell you, just all he just sounded so crazy. Just, oh, I didn't rape her, no, I didn't sexually assault her. And of course he's gonna say he didn't, but then he's contradicting himself at the same time, talking about, no, I did put my hands on her throat, but I didn't squeeze. That doesn't mean I'm gonna hurt her. Like, what he was just saying, some really just crazy off the wall stuff, like really, really crazy. Talking about, I'm a diesel mechanic. and she's telling me to stay away from this area because she knows that's where I be at. And like, really, this is where I work. This is where I work, guy. This is where I work. Nobody's trying to, she's just pissed off because I don't want a relationship with her. And I told her she needed to heal from her marriage because I've been married before. And like, nobody, sir, nobody cares about that. We're talking about, did you sexually assault her? She's afraid of you. Like, nobody cares about this background. And he brought up the text message, oh, she's really scared of me. Then we just texted each other last week, and which is true because I was trying so hard not to have to go to court because I was scared of the criminal justice system. I had not received justice charges, were not, filed on him that first because I was scared of the outcome. I was scared. I didn't think that anything would be granted. So he read off. The judge was like, okay, so what did she say? He was like, oh, and he read off verbatim what I had said to him, which is, quote unquote, I don't want to be with you anymore. Let me go. I'm tired of you abusing me. I'm tired of you mistreating me. And I just want us to go our separate ways. And it's just the back and forth. Like, what did I do? Tell me what I did to hurt you, to abuse you. And I'm like, and I wrote back in the text, you already know what you did. And if you don't think that's abuse, then I can't make you understand that it's abuse. So I'm done, explaining myself. And he read that off, which proved my point, exactly what I'm saying that he's doing. Like, my story remains consistent. So long story short, the judge ended up granting the restraining order for 2 years, and he has to turn in all his weapons. And he's no longer allowed to have weapons while this restraining order is in. He can no longer lawfully carry a gun. Whew, thank you, Jesus. So he tried to lie and say he only had one Glock, but no, he said he only had one 9mm. I was like, no, sir, we're not telling this lie. I said, ma'am, this to the judge. I said he had 7 or 8 guns, and I know this for a fact because when we first met, we was on Facebook and on just live or whatever you want to call it, Facebook Messenger. He literally was doing a show and tell, showing me all his guns, and it was like 8 of them. It was all types of stuff, machine guns, choppers, Glocks with ruler clips, all of that. Not to mention the bombs, not to mention the bulletproof vest. He pulled out one. I mean, it's not funny, but it's just like, whoa. And, I'm just like, honestly, I feel like the only thing I had to call them people on him. I had to, because he was going to continue terrorizing me. And his abuse it was mostly psychological because like I said, he's getting fed off of my fear. But once that no longer works, like he proved, he can and he will get physical. These people get physical. So I just was scared of him getting physical, and he has gotten physical before. And, so I hope this is enough to deter him. What I do know is that he doesn't want to go to jail. Sometimes these restraining orders don't work against these perpetrators because they don't give a darn about going to jail. Because in reality, a restraining order is nothing but a piece of paper. But if he continues contacting me, he's gonna go to jail. Like, and I know for a fact he doesn't want to go to jail. He fears jail. He fears it because when the case was pending, when I was trying to press charges, they went to the police. Boy, he was radio silence for that whole entire month. Like, he didn't want no smoke. But like I said, he gonna leave me alone, and I'm just so happy I had to have my freedom back, to have my voice back, to have my power back. And once you're like, I feel like the generational curse breaker. Like, God is using me to break the curse on my own bloodline and also to help other people. And am I totally 100% healed? No, but this is a darn good start. This is a start. Like, he is gone. My husband is gone out of my life completely. And now I can focus on me. I can heal. I can continue going to therapy. I can continue going to, I'm a part of two groups. I have two support groups, one specifically for domestic violence survivors and one that's not specific to that, but a support group nonetheless. I can read my books. I can do my YouTube vlogs. I can, listen to my favorite YouTube vloggers and just really focus on me for once. No man around, for once, no man in the picture. And you know what? I never thought I would say this, but I do not want a relationship. I don't want a relationship right now for however long it takes, because the focus needs to be me. It needs to be focused on my healing. I don't want no type of relationship at all whatsoever. Do I hate men? No. But there's a certain type of man, an abuser, that I feel like because of all the stuff that I've been through, I have an understanding of what to look out for now, which came from experience, from hard knocks, from life experience, but I got it. And also I feel, more importantly, the situation with my last abuser, it taught me how to love myself completely, like, because I can care about him all day long, but I had to love me more. I had to love me more in order to get away from him, because I just couldn't stand the thought of allowing this trash ass man to just try to destroy me, which is what he ultimately wanted to do, which is what most abusers want to do, because they want you so abused down into the ground so where you don't have the strength to leave. Ultimately they want a prisoner. So, and I just, I'm free. I'm free. I'm free to engage life fully and do and live in my purpose the way God wants me to. And and just do me to the fullest. In all glory and praise goes to the most high God, because I could not have gotten away from him or any of the other situations I've been in without God. And I was down. I was real down my last vlog, but some people, who you are, gave me some encouraging words and helped me to push through, because sometimes, you don't, me personally, not a millennial, but you know 80 late 80s early 90s baby, we want things quick, fast, in a hurry. We come from the microwave generation where we want it instantaneously, and honestly it doesn't work like that. Life is a journey, and this is a journey, my healing journey. And it's not about the destination always. It's about everything in between, because I feel like I'm gonna be in recovery from abuse, from the altar of abuse, and from learning how to love myself. That's something that's gonna take all of my days that I'm living here on this earth, and I'm committed to it. I'm committed to that. And just watch me grow on this journey. Like I said again, I'm gonna say it again, I'm going to be way more consistent with this YouTube thing, because I feel like it can be a platform to bring awareness and give validation to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, any type of abuse, any type of abuse. And who knows, maybe it might reach out to people who are abusers themselves to know the impact that in their actions, what they have on people, and maybe it will encourage them and inspire them to change their ways. And just also just bring about conversations that need to be had. Like, I'm tired of sweeping everything under the rug, because you're only as sick as your secrets. This needs to be talked about. This is a problem. This is, when I tell you, when I was in the shelter, there wasn't no color, every color of the rainbow woman I saw coming up and through there. There ain't no color to this. Ain't no color to this. So all my sisters and brothers, because there were some men up in there too, in them shelters, I hear you. I believe you. And it's gonna take some help and support to break free. You can't do it on your own. I encourage anybody currently facing abuse, please reach out, get the help that you need, but stay safe at the same time. Stay safe. you know. And I understand people might not be able to leave right away. it's it's impossible sometimes to leave right away, especially when there's children involved, but I urge you to reach out to your local domestic violence shelters for help and resources and support. That's how I broke free from my ex-husband. That's how I broke free from the man I was involved with after my husband. Please call the domestic violence hotline. All you have to do is Google domestic violence and the number pops up. Please seek help. You know, there's organizations out here who can help you relocate, you know, address confidentiality, you know, programs in states to where you can get your address hidden, you know, once you're finally out. It's all types of resources. You know, it's a flawed system, but at the end of the day, I got out because I got help. And, you know, a lot of people are screaming, well, if these ladies and gentlemen loved themselves, they would never be in this situation. And that, you know, I'm all for self love, but there's no way that if you're in an active abuse situation that you're going to love yourself, because the whole point that these abusers do, they tear your self esteem down. So as long as you're actively in an abusive situation, you can't love yourself. The abuse is counterintuitive, you know, to self-love. It's counterproductive to it. So first things first, you know, let's get out. And then once you out, we can talk about therapy. We can talk about resources and do the affirmations and, you know, the things that'll keep you healthy to where you don't go back to another abusive relationship, you know. But that self-love talk, you know, I hear it so much and it really does make me mad. Like, no, we got to get out first. That's the number one priority. Then we'll focus on that piece too. But first, they need to get out safely. I needed to get out safely. And the self-love, that's going to come. That's going to come, especially if you're doing the work and do whatever it takes. You know, I had people here for me. That's why I'm here for everybody who sees this video. Email me, you know, email me. I'm gonna put my email, and it should be in on my page as well, my YouTube homepage or landing page. My email, you know, if you need help and resources in your area, you know, we can, you know, try to, because it varies from state to state. So you are not alone. So that's all I got to say. That, you know, I just had to get that off my chest. Once again, everybody, you know, support me on this healing journey. Like, comment, and subscribe so that I can continue to grow my platform and so my message can reach the masses. And once again, God bless you all. Peace.